So during the Heart Sutra class at Wu Ping Jing Sir, I realized a lot of these very good questions got conditioned to manifest. Then I take my trouble to explain. So when I explained in the early day, it was not meant to put all this together to become a book. So that's why whatever question come, I answer. Whatever question come, I answer. Well, for me, when I share, I teach, I don't carry what I share. So my memory and brain cannot carry on. Sometimes at the instant when I share, I have to ask you, why did I come to here? Because the thing is gone, it's not inside. Because this understanding comes from the nature, the heart, spontaneous, it come out. It needs condition to manifest. So because of that, you see on a lot of this session, the Q&A, the answer to it is similar. That's why I didn't stop Manyan. Well, all this I explained before already. But the last paragraph is the one you have to really pay attention. Through all this Dhamma sharing, you can develop wisdom much faster. Otherwise, it will take you a long time to understand the full picture of the cultivation yourself. These short notes are very useful, and all you must read through them again and again to stabilize your understanding. Similarly, for the recorded talks, you must listen to them again and again to develop the clear understanding of the Dhamma share. This is how you can progress along the path of Dhamma. I realize a lot of you, you read, you didn't go and contemplate and reflect to make sure that you have understood. If you want to really find out whether you have understood or not, after you read the answer, then close the book. Then try to recollect and recall what the answer is. If you cannot, means you actually still absorbing knowledge. But without looking at the book, the answer, you can one by one write it out. Means you have listened correctly. Means at least now you know the steps, procedure to do it. And I purposely describe in such detail. Because without the awareness nature, you cannot see all this happening. No way. Because the mind very fast. And I break all this down is to let you contemplate and reflect. Then you will know, yeah, this is what is happening inside, but I don't have the sati to see. But you will know, this is what is happening. Otherwise, you cannot become like that, understand? Otherwise, why you stir your mind? Why you react? And you don't know. It's because you label it as pain. And pain is a negative emotion, ill will. It's a mental hindrance. It will hinder your mind from entering the meditative state where it's a mental hindrance. Then how can you meditate? That's why you stir your mind, yes or not? And the gullible thing is a lot of the early Vipassana teaching, go and note pain. You go and try. You create more verbalization. And you already creating mental hindrance without you knowing it. And you expect to get a eureka or aha moment. Is it possible? No. You meditate not to suffer. That's all. You come to retreat to develop the wisdom and to develop the tranquil, still, peaceful mind. Understand? Or what my last teacher said, to enjoy. You come here and become miserable over what? You might as well go and have a walk outside, understand? Or go and rest, or drink a cup of coffee naturally, and you feel peaceful, understand? So all this, if you are observant, you will understand. So all this sharing is for you to develop the wisdom fast. So if you read, don't be like before. Read thing you know already. Then like the early day, I remember when I started sharing, when Yun Chan invited me out the first 2-3 years. Behind my back, you know what they say or not? Aiyo, brother, they'll keep on repeating on, Four Noble Truth, 3 turning, Four Noble Truth. Four Noble Truth, kindergarten stuff lah. When we go kindergarten, we learn Four Noble Truth. And what is Four Noble? Life is suffering. There is a cause. Then enlightenment, cessation, nibbana can be realized. Then Noble Eightfold Path. You learn like that, you should die. Because the 3 turning give you the 3 type of corresponding wisdom. You never listen attentively and you never put it into practice. Understand? When you listen first turning, you listen attentively, the important pointer will come in. Then if you have cultivated from the past, your awakening will happen. Then you know you have done it in the past. Otherwise, first time listen cannot go in on. So all these are cultivator of the way will develop as understanding as they progress. That you have a teacher or a guide that is very, very experienced and have cultivated it correctly. He can guide you. He or she can guide you. Understand or not? And when he guides you, don't expect like what they call Maggie Mee, instant, 快熟 and somehow what? 好吃啊？快熟又好吃啊？you look for this, don't come here. But the Buddha did mention, the Dhamma is beautiful in the beginning, beautiful in the middle, beautiful in the end. But you must have the Dhamma first, understand? Before you have the Dhamma, you ask for instant me, Maggie. No need to go and cultivate one. Immediately buy from the store. You go and buy from the AI produced type or internet answer. See whether you can awaken or not. Even all this, you feed into the AI. I tell you, he processed, he got a lot of knowledge. But a lot he liabok you, I tell you. Yeah? He don't have a mind, he don't have consciousness, he only have the words, understand or not? But don't underestimate AI. AI, after he get a lot of source everywhere, all the meditators answer, then they check from their data, which are the most popular one. A lot of people go and see one. And then he know this answer, understand? And then you ask him question, he can produce for you one. You know why? I go and check. I key in my name. Wow, all come out. As if he know what I'm teaching. But he cannot describe what I teach. He use all the common words. That's why I cannot. But not bad. Actually not bad. Because I sent to the Kayamitas. They also actually very surprised. A lot of Kayamitas say, hey, but the AI know what you teach. Only the words, understand? If he can know what I teach, then Maggie me already, understand? But the trouble with words or language is the Mandarin called 文字 is subject to interpretation, understand? It's not something very clear, understand? When it's written, even like the method, technique, a series of instruction, 100 meditator or yogi do follow the instruction, they come out differently. Why? Because they interpret the word, understand? Then when you say develop sati awareness, then they go and learn from other book or other tradition or teacher. Then they realize sati is nothing. Understand? When you know you are in sati, then how to learn? Understand? You interpret sati as something that the thought knows. How can the thought be aware when it's nothing? Understand? Nothing means what? Creating word, concept, thought process. To be aware is to be in the moment in complete silence. Then only you can be aware of what is going on. If you are lost in thought, preoccupied with what you are thinking or doing, how can you be aware? You may say you can multitask, but is that clear awareness? No, most of the time it's the thinking moving, and you have your views, your opinion, your conditioning, your belief system, your tradition, your wrong thought, your phobia. With that, you want to learn meditation. You want to develop the understanding or the wisdom to act. Cannot understand. Please understand. Then you won't waste your time. So all this, hopefully, when you debate, when you don't have the clear understanding, actually you lost track. You cannot get the understanding. And if you debate, I got a teacher, my second last teacher, he used to say what now? When you debate, even by a very minute, not even 1 degree, 1 degree got 60 minutes. The angle, I'm talking about angle, not the clock. If you deviate by a little bit, even by 1 minute, once you deviate even, not to say 1 degree, 1 degree, you know that tangent, as you move out, you move further and further away. But if you miss even 1/60 of a degrees, which is very, very minute, it's a minute minute. When you go far, means you go until Holland, come back also you don't know. You know that tangent take you off how far. You understand? That's why you think, hey, I think I know. I think I'm on the right track. You go lah. End up, you landed in Holland also you don't know. Because you are far away. But maybe initially you in KL, understand? Then in KL, maybe KLCC is the place you're supposed to go. Then that is where maybe Nibbana is, enlightenment is. But instead of going to KLCC, nobody tell you where is KLCC, and you are new to Kuala Lumpur. How to search for KLCC? And now easy Google got location map. Last time, you have to ask around, understand? Then how to take flight to KLCC also you don't know. Because Malaysia is unknown. Most of the time it's unknown. So if you stay Singapore different, people know you. Understand? So all these are analogy for you to see. When you deviate a little bit, the tangent will take you off. So don't be gullible. And there are many incidents, actually real life example. I think last time you got one Kayamita, the husband's brother. The husband and the wife actually brought him, tried to let him learn and understand. But he got karmic problem in the past, cannot learn. Then what happened was, he said he want to come. He drove all the way until Indian temple. Cannot find this place. Call the sister-in-law, tell the what they call nun and all those things. They try to locate him and bring him in, but cannot find him. Finally, cannot contact, and he got lost. So near yet so far. Then what happened? Finally, the sister-in-law called the husband. The husband drove all the way down to look for him. Took a while to find him. So a lot of these examples, then a lot of people used to tell me, but somehow cannot find one. I already somewhere there. But cannot find means cannot find. So a lot of these things, at least these are temples so big, with all the name, everything. The Dhamma cannot see one, only can be Realized by the wise each for themselves. No? You think so easy to find. That's why the Buddha, Sammasambuddha, you think he can make you enlightened, he not compassionate enough. Cannot. Like the Buddhist hymn, they always say, you yourself must walk the path, Buddha merely show the way. You heard of it, isn't it? Why? Because the teaching is something that he realized and discovered. He cannot give it to you or no. Means wisdom cannot be given or no. It can be given, you think I'm not compassionate enough. I have that vow, no. Out of love and compassion, no. I vow to take all beings across, no. So if I can give, I don't give. The Buddha also know he cannot give, understand no? Because like the food, 个人吃饭,个人饱, understand no? You have to cultivate on your own and realize on your own, each for yourself. And you have to train until you are the wise one, understand? With enough understanding. Then only pacetang, no sound. So, although I say I cannot give, but if you have the condition and the parami, you can draw, understand? You know what is draw, isn't it? You know how to draw, not? Maitabhai seal is very difficult. Very few have, or unless those have very special parami and what they call very special parami and affinity with my nature. So what I like is one of my teachers shared with me. He said, Teo, always remember the great being's nature, the Buddha's nature. They are always radiating for who? For who? For the cultivator of the way, understand? If you are not the cultivator, you cannot draw, understand? Like I give you the analogy. One small cup also don't have how to go and draw. You put your two hands, or go through your finger, understand? Then you manage to sip a bit. You don't know what that thing is. It's just like a lot. Listen. Wow, a lot of Dhamma, very beautiful. But never do the hard work, never put it into practice. The Noble Eightfold Path, the fourth Noble Truth, second turning, what did the Buddha say? This Noble Eightfold Path, which is a meditation as taught by the Buddha, that will lead to the end of all suffering, is to be cultivated. Remember that. If you don't cultivate, you cannot realize. Understand? It can be given, it will be given. Understand? But cannot. So understand this. That's why strive on with heedfulness. Train your mind, develop the heedfulness to be heedful. Train your mind to be mindful, then stabilize it, ever mindful. Then use it to cultivate Noble Eightfold Path. Then if you are heedful, the heedful never die. You are destined for enlightenment. Is it so difficult to train your mind to be heedful? Then why are you wasting your time? Ask all those questions that got nothing to do with heedfulness. Inside, all the answer, how many times I reminded them, meditation is not about right and wrong. Meditation is not about good and bad meditation. I really say, to start, you have to be heedful. Understand? I don't know why people find it so difficult. Because they are greedy, gullible. They like this word, no? Vipassana. Oh, you teach Vipassana. Okay, I attend. In the early days, there are many Kayamita came to me, but my friend, they want to join your meditation retreat. Can I said, can Then you know what happened? He go back, want to pass them the thing. You know what they tell them? You make a guess. What do they tell them? Oh, Brother Teo, oh, not a monk. Why he teach? Vipassana I attend. No, Vipassana I don't want to attend. Oh, like that. Oh. Then I say better don't come. Understand? Well, you don't understand. So if you are so gullible, you very difficult to find the right teacher. There are a lot of Vipassana all over. Understand? But what type of Vipassana depend on your karma. You encounter the one your karma will take you. Understand? Because Vipassana is not a method or a technique. Always remember. It doesn't mean that when you do rising, falling, that is Vipassana. You do Anapanasati, that is Samatha. You know what is Vipassana or not? There are two words, we and Pasana. What is the meaning of we? The three universal characteristics are there. Pasana is to insight into that. Whatever wisdom that you develop that can enable you to insight into phenomena and awaken to the three characteristics is Vipassana, not the doing, understand? In fact, you have to go into your silent mind, the pure awareness, and let it observe and insight into phenomena to awaken. That's why it's not a knowledge. It's not thought. Thought cannot insight. Thought can actually create a lot of knowledge and then put into memory. That is what. Whereas the awareness, pure awareness, sati, it has no thought inside there. It's that pure awareness nature that see clearly. Well, it's not lost in thought. It's not creating anything. It has not become the mundane mind. So it can see things as they are. Then all the movement, activity, it understands. Then he understands what all this is, which means how he functions as a human being, who he is, what he is. When he saw the five aggregate, he saw the movement, how it stirs and creates illusion and delusion in you. Then how you become reactive, how fear arises, that is Vipassana, understand? The direct seeing, the observation, silent observation of what is the reality. If you see things as they are, like the Buddha said, the reality, then wisdom arises. Then you understand the law of paticca samuppada. No wonder human beings think a lot, lost in thought. We are avijja. Avijja paticca sankara. Keep on thinking non-stop until it becomes heedless. And then you understand, when you transform and cultivate and become heedful, then you develop the wisdom and the understanding. Your mind is heedful, without stress, without problem, tranquil, clarity, peaceful, calm. Whereas the other one is very chaotic, agitated, full of problems, full of issues, full of duality. That too also you don't know how to see and make the difference. That's why Dhammapada verse 22 is what? Huh? The wise one who understand the big difference between heedfulness and heedlessness, they straight away intend on heedfulness. No. Are you the wise one? Huh? Then intend on heedfulness, understand? No. You wise one, but go back your heedless way. Then how wise are you? Understand? No? If you really want, you intend on heedfulness, then what happened? You will rejoice in the rhyme of the Aryas. Who are the Aryas? The enlightened one. So when you come to cultivation, you think very difficult, man. Heedfulness alone can already bring about the enlightenment. And this simple understanding, very few people pay attention. No? Well, they cannot understand what heedfulness is, what sati is. That is where the problem. That's why cannot penetrate the teaching, cannot penetrate the Dhamma, cannot progress. You look at the new people, follow instruction. Oh, sati coming already. Now they only need to slowly stabilize it. And once they stabilize, they progress very fast. Then after that, they listen, they read, they understand one. No need to, like, while you meditate, try to look for the wisdom, look for the understanding. Where got such thing one? Before you have sati or awareness, you cannot understand one. That's why sati is a spiritual faculty. Without sati, there is no life. For sati is life. Because the spiritual life depends on sati. Without sati, you cannot be heedful. That's why sati is very important. Daily mindfulness. Do it. Stabilize it. Then you will progress. Forget about all the other type of meditation, chasing after this, chasing after that. Just do. And not difficult, I tell you. Very easy. For those who understand, very easy. For those who don't understand, slight deviation, millions of miles apart, finally. Because that deviation, actually, that tangent take you off.